Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Alejandro Balde, who in a recent interview talks about Barca's aspiration this season, saying that Barca need to go for everything. We are going to discuss on what he said as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Marcos Alonso, as manager Xavi sees the exit link Barca fullback as non-touchable and non-transferable, despite links. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Alejandro Balde has seen a meteoric rise at Barca, once labeled as a raw product with tons of room for improvement. Balde continues to shock everyone at the age of 19. The youngster has morphed into the Catalans' starting left back and has even broken into the Spanish national team as well. A key member of the team and a player really loved by the fans. Balde recently interacted with supporters via the residency, and below are snippets of his question and answer with supporters. Barca signed Robert Lewandowski from Bayern last summer, with his experience and guidance for young players being one of the reasons the board prioritized his signature. Balde confirmed his status as a mentor to the young stars. He said, Robert helps us and gives us a lot of advice. It's a pleasure to share a dressing room with players like him. Every day you learn more and more. He helps you to become a better player. The hallowed halls of La Masia are known to ooze talents, and Bade fondly looked back at his time in the academy. When asked to name his favorite memory from his years in the academy, he said, when we all watched the first games or the team games together, we used to celebrate like crazy. Bave went on to mention his familiarity with Lamine Yamal, who earned his first start for Barca against Cadiz this past Sunday. Previously, and has been taking Spanish football by storm, he said, we have known each other since we were at La Masia, he said. On who is the closest with at the club, he said, Ansu Fati, but we are not friends, we are like brothers. Barcelona have been privileged to have a number of historic legends at the club, and when asked to name the greatest to represent Barcelona jersey, Bade unexpectedly said Messi. When asked to select the player who had impressed him the most, the youngster named another Barca legend, Sergio Busquets. However, Alejandro Balde also went on to name Thierry Henry as one of his favorite club legends. Reflecting on his favorite memory as a Barca player, Alejandro Balde said, scoring my first goal, and it was the game that we won La Liga. The Spanish international also answered questions about his ambitions with Barca. He stated, we need to go and win the Champions League. As for the objectives of this season, Bade said, we are Barcelona and we should have to go for everything. Great words there from Alejandro Balde. Of course, Balde, who have been a shock since last season, Javi gave him the role as left back and he has made the role his own. He has not looked back since. And talking about his ambitions, you know, he's a player with great ambitions, called up by Spain last year. He also played for the World Cup last year. What a great player he is, and what a great treasure we have in our hands. At just the age of 19, Bade has quite a lot to play in his young boots. Barcelona we have a great future ahead of us because the young players we have are just incredible. And of course, it's incredible to have Bade being part of the team. And talking about the fact that he's determined to put his best, continue to put his best this season to ensure that Barca go as far as trying to win Champions League, winning La Liga, in fact, winning all the competitions, right? Yes, I think majority will say Bale is just not serious about such words because it's not possible. But in this life, we can't rule out anything. If we have the faith and courage and determination, why can't we do it? So let's see how it goes. Bade looks like he's going to still be on fire for us this season. And oh my God, I hope as he grows older, he becomes more dangerous because he has not even reached the peak of his career, right? Bade have not even reached the peak of his career. He's only 19 years of age. He made his debut at Barca when he was 18. So I definitely believe that he will be a great player in the years to come. A great left back. A great left back. And let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how the season will look like for us. Because majority of what we've been hearing from people from Barca is they want Barca to go far, go very far in the Champions League. That competition has been a big problem for us in the past 3 seasons. The last 2 seasons we have seen back-to-back back-to-back elimination from the group stages going to Europa League. How disgraceful it has been for a statue of a club like Barca. It shows how low we have become. Barca are going through a lot. It's now that we can see who is a real Barca fan, because as I've seen many majority of all Barca fans, or Barca fans that I call them plastic fans, they have left to Manchester City because for them they think City is another second Barca. I don't know why. People just go. For me, City have nothing to do with Barca. People always say, okay, because of Pep Guardiola's presence, Pep is over. Pep is not Barca again. And I don't see why you should follow by Man City because of Pep. But nonetheless, it's their choice, and it's, everybody have their opinions. Everybody have the right to follow whoever they want to. Then on to the final story of discussion. Shortly after Sergio Dest's loan move to PSV Eindhoven, the rumor mill was quick to link Alonso to a move away from Camp Nou this summer. The former Chelsea fullback, after all, is one of the few players who is yet to be registered to the team this season. This led to widespread speculations over his future at Barcelona, but it appears Barca have made a final decision on the future of Alonso, whose current contract at the club expires next year. According to Sport, Barca coach Xavi Hernandez has deemed Alonso non-transferable this summer. The coach has asked the defender not to listen to the market speculations and wants him to stay. Barca's decision to keep hold of Alonso is hardly surprising. Xavi wants at least one alternative for each position. With this in mind, the Spanish ace will play the role to a second left back for Barca this season. He could also operate as a left-sided centre back, though the club have already roped in Inigo Martinez for that role. So simply asking Alonso to not listen to transfer rumors will not be enough to keep the player. The club must also register him to the team this season. To that end, Barca are confident that they can register the former Fiorentina and Chelsea man this week. The club are expecting fresh sales of unwanted stars such as Lenglet. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.